Good minute. Where are you? There. Yeah, there we are. Hiya.
Hello,
How are
how
you?
are you? I'm well, how are you?
I'm tired. I've got jet lag and it's driving me
Oh,
bloody crazy. Yeah, and I had
whereabouts
a
are you now?
room. We're in Wellington, and
Yeah.
I had a shit room last night. I'm sat here now that was so noisy. It was unbelievable. And I tried to
Um,
move. The hotel was full. I was like, "Oh, you
oh.
bastard!" It's never the same.
Well,
Is it? No.
they're all there to see you, that's why.
Well, maybe. I hope so, because I'll probably be sat on a chair at the back. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get a good kip this afternoon, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm hoping I'm your last interview then.
Yes, it's the pitfalls of traveling, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. How's your shoulder?
My shoulder it's interesting because like a true man, when it got better, I stopped doing the exercises, and since
Mm.
then it started playing up a little bit in that
Mm.
it sort of goes up, but it doesn't go round. So yeah, it's been a slow. I must admit, I know that shoulder rotator cuff injuries are very
Mm.
common, and I've had this one done, which actually was a lot easier than that one. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I have never been in such pain. I was literally crying for my mother
Oh.
with the pain. It was that bad. It was unbelievable. And it's taken a
Mm.
long time. I mean, I'm used to it taking a long time to recover, but this one in particular was bad. It really was.
Mm.
But I'm fine now. Weirdly, I could always play
Yeah.
because you play like that with your arm here, and the lad said to me, you should keep that because you make less mistakes. I was like, you cheeky bastards.
I empathize totally because I've got my rotator cuff and a torn ligament, and
Oh, you've got
people
the
say,
same thing.
yeah, and people say, well, because I'm a photographer, oh, that must be hard, but
Ah,
it's not. It's the
it's that
action
bend.
here doesn't hurt it,
Yes,
but
yes,
the
I know.
action, if I'm writing or something like that,
Yeah,
that's what hurts it
mm,
when I twist
when
it.
you do
So
it. Yeah. How
I
did you
think
do it? Is it just wear and tear or
no, it wasn't even rock and roll, Peter.
neither was mine? Don't worry, wait till you hear mine.
It was flipping a mattress.
Ah, do you know what mine was?
What?
Walking the dogs. I had one dog on this arm, two dogs on this arm, or small dogs,
Yeah,
two small, one medium, and the two medium ones, or the two small ones rather, got loose because they were on a twin lead. Like
right.
when one lead hooks into two. For some
Yeah.
reason, I don't know how it happened. They got loose on the main road and they just tore off. And I had to dive to save them. And I managed to dive full length on the ground, got
Jesus.
the dogs, saved them. But the other dog was so scared, it went the other way. So I was like Jesus on the cross face down.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I heard my arm
Yeah.
pop
Yeah.
and it
So
snapped all
yours
the
is a
ligaments.
better story.
Oh, good. Well, I tell you what, I've tried to flip many a mattress, and I sympathise with you on that one. Yeah. But I mean, it is
Oh,
painful, so I don't recommend it, but it does have to be done, doesn't it? The
yeah.
interesting thing with this one is that my doctor, when I phoned him up, and I was telling him how painful it was, expecting a bit of sympathy, he said, funnily enough, Peter, he said, a lot of my patients say that. I was like, oh, brilliant. So anyway, he said to me, he said there are four rotator cuff
Uh,
operations that people have one of. Yeah. He said, you have had all four in one go. So he said,
wow.
not surprising, and you're just going to have to suck it up. I
Yeah.
mean, I must admit, once I got the pain relief sorted out, I was okay. But they always tell you when you're off your nut, don't they? So when they told me what to do, it was a complete waste of time because I was off my nut. And then when I came out to my daughter said, "Well, what did they say about pain relief?" And I went, "I don't know." So yeah, it was a learning process, and you don't expect many of them at
Yeah.
69, do you? So yeah, they do.
Oh,
Hmm.
your dream. I can't believe you just said your age, and I just can't believe it. You're amazing.
Neither can
Um,
I.
over the years, you've revisited so much of Joy Division and New Order.
Hmm.
Have you thought? Have you rediscovered something and thought, bloody hell, I was good?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ironically, when we did a big celebration for my 50 years in showbiz, it was like being Bruce Forsyth. And we dug out a lot of tracks, and I wanted to play. We've only got two albums left to play, which is Waiting for the Sirens Call and Lost Sirens. And we'll be doing those next year sometime. So
Fantastic.
we wanted to sort of introduce one of those tracks into, my celebration. And I picked one called Crafty. And when we
Mm,
learned it, I was like, wow, this is good. It's like I'd forgotten. The weird thing is that because we started at the bottom and have yet to get to the top, if you like, because we're doing it
yeah,
chronologically, I'm sort of getting each one in a different stage. And so with those ones at the last, I was really pleased to listen to a great bass line, that made
yeah,
the song
yeah.
was wonderful because groups, you must know, groups are very strange animals, and how people who can be so close and so reliant on each other can turn on each other so
Mm,
quickly is incredible. So yeah, so I went through a few years of, shall we say, the other members of New Order asking me not to play, which was a bit of a shock. Can you not play on
yeah,
this? I was going, fuck off, it's my band. What are you talking
yeah,
about? Huh?
yeah,
Which was awful, absolutely awful. So it became a bit of a battle. It'd been our work,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I would never dream of saying to another member of any group I was involved in, would this track be better with you off? Which I was just flabbergasted, especially when it came from certain members of the band that certainly didn't have any right to criticize or, to
Well,
say
I'm
about
so
your
sorry you went through
off.
that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
do you know what? Like any relationship, this is what we have to suffer, isn't it? Whether it's love
yeah,
or whether it's work or whatever, sometimes the people that should love you turn out to be the ones that hate you, and that's just life.
mm,
And I'd
yeah,
like to think that in a funny way, it was like my wife said to me that every time New Order played, when I came home, I was as miserable as sin.
mm,
And every time Peter Hook and the Light play, I come home with the biggest smile on my face, um, you know, ever. So the
yeah,
thing is that it didn't work in the fact that we're getting divorced, but the actual the idea of being unhappy in something that was so creative and so important was quite shocking.
yeah,
And then to realize that you form another outfit that celebrates the music of that band and you're as happy as sin without those people. So
yeah.
maybe they feel, I mean, I don't know, you'd have to ask them. I doubt if they'll tell you, but if you ask them, you could say, are you happier without him? I mean, there may be socially, maybe, but you'd have to say musically, I made some wonderful music with Barney and Steve.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
wonderful, wonderful music as Joy Division and New Order. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I do miss making that music now.
Mm,
I miss that creative writing team. And as much as I try, I can't really find anybody to take their place.
mm,
So that's still something that I'm hoping for, that I could find someone that I could write with as well as I wrote with those two.
yeah.
So interesting. I mean, yeah, it's great. All these songs that we've ignored, like Crafty, for instance. The last time I played that was in 2006. So it's 20
Wow.
years ago. So to actually get it and be able to play it, it sounds like a new song.
Yeah.
So I suppose in a funny way, I'm going through it again. The
Yeah.
process that I had at the first, which, yeah, yeah, it's strange. Groups are weird things. Weird things. I keep feeling I'm halfway through a fourth book, and it's about the
Mm.
court case, about me as a DJ, and about me as a group member going forward. And it's so painful to write
Mm.
it that yeah, it's difficult, and I keep putting it off. You know, the
Is it
DJ bit was
is
yeah,
yeah,
DJ
is
bit
it
was
cathartic at all?
well, God, I mean, considering the arguments are still going on,
Mm.
then I suppose you'd have to say it isn't, because you may find it cathartic when you write it and feel free of it then. But every time, the next time I have to deal with something to do with
Mm.
New Order or Joy Division, which I'm still a partner of, 25%
Yeah,
partner in Joy Division, I'm a 25% owner of New Order. You know,
yeah,
that doesn't change, but the fact that there's no communication or any kind of working together with the band was this was one thing why I was so delighted with the Hall of Fame in America.
yeah,
The Hall of Fame is a wonderful, wonderful honor that is given to you by your fans.
yeah,
And even though me as Peter Hook and the Light, plugged it the first time to the fans, and New Order, because them three control all the media sites. I don't have
yeah,
any say, neworder.com or joydivision.com. I have to beg to get on them, really. So the thing is a bit unfair, but that's life. So the
yeah,
thing is that the first one we did co-promote it. The second one they didn't promote it, and we did. The third one we promoted it and they didn't again. But the fans did it without them.
yeah,
And I was delighted for them because, to be
yeah,
honest with you, I learned in 2010 when I started playing that without them, I'd be very lonely. And
yeah,
they've been a bloody point. You know, to walk out into a room full of people who love Joy Division and love New Order is a great pleasure.
yeah,
And
yeah.
while we were together, it wasn't. And now
Mm.
it is a wonderful pleasure every single time.
That's
So, yeah,
fantastic.
I
Are
suppose
there,
you learn the hard way, don't you?
yeah, are there, if you look back, is there anything that at least makes you laugh?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that make me laugh. Yeah, I mean, do you know what? It's like any relationship. When you're going through a bad time, everything seems shit. Right now, in reality, which was very cathartic, when I wrote the New Order book, I
Mm.
realized how important and how wonderful New Order had it in the 80s, literally till they did the World Cup song. We did the World Cup song in 1990. Those 10 years were incredible, and we achieved so much together because we did do it together, no matter what anybody says. We achieved
Mm.
so much together. We went from coming from nothing, from the ashes of Joy Division,
Yeah,
to being one of the biggest commercial, successful English bands in Australia, America, South America. You know, it was fantastic. I mean, to be bigger than the Spice Girls in America or bigger than, Oasis in America was a great compliment. So yeah, we did
mm.
have our great times, but every time you have a bad time, it overshadows everything, which is
Yeah,
just it's a typical human reaction.
yes,
So yeah,
yeah,
we had some great laughs, we had some great times, and I wouldn't swap it for the world. And I know that when I do get up there to the gates, when the guy comes out with me book, he's going to be going, fucking hell, you were busy, weren't you? Whoa, he'd be carrying it me about that wide. These are all your sins, but we're going to let you in anyway because I love the baseline on age of consent. Come on, mate. It'll be like that. I
exactly,
hope. I hope
exactly.
it'll be like that.
What would we do without that baseline?
Well, I kept saying that in New Order, but they seem to think that they do better. So I
Mm.
don't know.
No. What can we expect from this tour now coming up?
Well, we can expect the usual, which is a very honest and very heartfelt rendition of Joy Division and New Order. I mean, it's interesting that the relationship between the members of the Light, with Potsy being in Monaco and Paul, the drummer, being in Monaco, Martin, the keyboard player, is from the Dubs. So we're all very close together in our historical aspects.
Yeah,
But they show great respect and they show great enthusiasm for, with an LP like Get Ready,
yeah,
because a lot of the songs have never been played live, not by New Order. I think we only played three or four off the LP. So those other songs needed transcribing and needed making perfect for live because it always is a process. It's different
Yeah.
on record. People listen in a more calmer way and they take in more information. At a gig, you want it to be snappy, you want it to be immediate, you want it to be bang on. So, the Light are great at doing that, which is another great project to do here, because I think, and I'm finding, and this is absolutely true, that this is the best New Order album that I have played. And I didn't expect that. I love Movement, I love Power, Corruption, and Lies, Brotherhood, all of them, Technique, Republic. I love all those albums, but to play, I did find them a little bit difficult. Once you mastered it, it was fine, but they were difficult to get there. Get Ready is come very naturally and feels very natural to play. Now, I put that down to the fact that me and Barney were closer on this LP than we ever
Mm.
have been. When we started with Warsaw and Joy Division, we were very close, and the interplay between the guitar and the bass was very important. We went back to that on this because Steve and Gillian disappeared. I still don't actually know where they went, but they weren't there for most of the LP. So it was very much me and him. And when I came to listen to the LP properly, I thought, shit, that interplay between the two of us is here. It's here again. It was like a second honeymoon. We promised
Mm.
each other the world. And then after it, we realized why we broke up in the first place. And I'm sure you've been there, haven't you? Yes, So once the honeymoon was over, shall we say, that was the Barney's attitude to gigging was he didn't want to play. Whenever he did play, he was very unhappy, and I couldn't understand it. I don't understand it now.
Mm.
Uh, that was what really pissed me off. And I thought,
Yeah.
fucking hell, we've been in the studio for 3 years, promised us the world, and then you come out and you just turn into a twat again. And Barney has this peculiar way of showing you he's unhappy. And also that last South American tour we did, he didn't mind showing the audience that he was unhappy
Mm. Yeah.
as well, which I was like, oh man, you don't have to subject them to what's happening backstage. They're coming to, enjoy themselves, not be
Yeah. Yeah.
persecuted by our
Yeah.
pettiness. So
Mm.
yeah, that made me realize that I thought dragging a miserable twat like that round the world was not worth it.
Mm. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
last gig was to 145,000 people in Buenos Aires, our audience. And all of us had a face like a slapped ass. And it was ridiculous. It was the saddest
Mm.
thing in the world. And I just thought, I cannot be party to this any longer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what happened after. I don't know if he turned into Little Bo Peep or, one of the Disney princesses once I'd gone. I sincerely doubt it. I think he was probably just as miserable and an arsehole as he was then. But, the thing about being in New Order is that you can't tell the truth. And now that I'm out of it, I can tell the truth, and I'm delighted.
Mm.
I don't have to carry
Yeah.
that baggage with me anymore. It was eating me alive. And I notice that they can't tell the truth because I know the truth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so, it's a great shame. And as I said to you before,
It is.
I do miss the writing aspect of it. But I'd like to think that we're all happier. It's just the way that they took the New Order name I felt was completely 100% wrong, still do. And I thought that it was underhand, it was devious, and it was vicious. And what they put me and my family through while they did it was unwarranted. And, the fact that every time they earn a pound, I get 1p for my 30 years I think is absolutely wrong. And I sincerely hope that Barney is giving Steve and Gillian more than 1p now that
Yeah.
they've bowed out.
Although,
I don't know.
as 20, like you're 25% of the group, surely that should just be divided.
Yes, it should, but it wasn't. So they
Mm.
decided that they should have 98.75. and that I deserved 1.25. And that was the battle. But fighting the law, which is what you have to do to get justice,
Yeah.
is one of the most difficult things that I have ever done. And I will never do it again.
Yeah.
The the thing is that we were arguing about money and pride. And people have to deal with the law when they're going through the worst things in the world. So, our brush with it, I count myself very lucky that I've not had to rely on it for anything
Yeah.
important,
Yeah.
shall we say, because
Yeah.
it's the same process and it is guaranteed to make you stop. That's what all they seem to want to do in the law is to make you stop doing what you're doing, which is trying to
Mm.
get justice. And that applies to everyone, not just
Yeah.
me. It's very sad indeed. Yeah. But anyway,
And um, what do you? Well, I'm really happy that you've kept going. Very, very, very
so am
happy. I
I.
think
I'll let you
your
into a secret.
fans,
So am I.
your fans are so happy you've kept going. I'm going to ask you two questions that we usually ask. If
Go
you
on.
were to describe your sound now, so you going out on stage now, if you were to describe that in terms of a food, what would it be?
Oh, oh, wow. That is a very, very good question. Do you know what? I was talking to my friend who's out with me now, Phil, our tour manager, and he was saying to me last night that he went out and he had beef cheeks on mashed potato with gravy. He said with a side of green beans. And he said on this cold Wellington night, he said it was absolutely wonderful. And I was thinking, you know what? That could be like our music.
Yeah, yeah,
Comfortable on a
just what you
warm,
need.
on a cold night in
Yeah,
Wellington, and I'm hoping it is tonight. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is these songs are very important people to people for many different times in their lives.
yeah,
From being
yeah,
a confused teenager to your first romance, to your first marriage, your first baby, your first death. These songs play the whole range of people's lives and bring out emotions in many ways, including
mm,
mine. So yeah, I mean, I love it to see people's faces. We were in Christchurch playing Get Ready the other night, and there were so many people singing along to Get Ready, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect
yeah,
that. And that made
yeah,
me very happy. So,
yeah.
there's something that I never would have expected. So that's what it gives
Mm.
me. So I'm hoping that it does that to other people.
I think
Definitely.
so. I think you're right. It's a bit like comfort food.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it makes you, I mean, I
Mm.
think our job nowadays as a group is more important that couple of hours that we play for, people escape the world
Oh,
and are able to
yes.
go back and be blissfully happy and unaware of what the hell is going on because I do not understand what is going on with the world today. I cannot believe that we have everything, and yet when you watch what people are doing to each other, you feel like you have nothing
Yeah,
and it's scary. So yeah, I do think it's even more important that everybody gets to hear Blue Monday, everybody gets to hear Love Will Tear Us Apart, so that we can just go outside with a smile on our face and face this big bad world that we all have to put up with.
yeah, and forget about it for a little while. The last time we spoke, I asked you what your scene was, and I'll ask it to you again, and then I'll compare it. So, what's your scene?
Scene. What's my scene? Oh my God, I'd like to think it's the happy ending. Everybody loves a happy ending, don't they? So
Hmm.
yeah, my scene is still the same. That bit where the hero comes good.
I love it. I love it. Yeah,
I don't think there's anything better, is there? I was watching a great film. I think it's an Australian film or New Zealand film called Spit. I don't know if you've
yeah,
seen it. Great
not
film.
yet.
And it had a
Yeah,
great happy ending. I won't spoil it for you, but it was
no, don't.
really good, feel good ending. And I was like, wow, I mean, sometimes on Netflix you can flick through 100 films and none of them are satisfying. My God,
Yeah,
Netflix makes more money than anything in the world.
yeah.
But that Spit in particular, because of the character of the main lead, who I take it must be an Australian comedian or something. He looks like he was
Sure.
a great actor. But it was a great film and it had a great ending and it was really uplifting.
I love
So
that.
watch it, and I recommend
Yeah.
it to anybody, that one. Spit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just watched Adolescence.
Johnny
Have you
Spit.
seen that?
Watched.
Adolescence. Adolescence.
Yes. Well,
It's
I live it in
it's a
England down there.
series. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I
It was
mean,
really good, but
it was the saddest thing in the world to watch what our youth do to each other. Not
yeah.
that I don't think
Yeah.
it's that much different. I just think maybe it's much more reported. So
Mm,
it seems like the norm. But those kids running around in England the way they do with machetes and knives
mm,
and what they do to each other and ruin their lives is absolutely heartbreaking. And
yeah.
the thing is that Adolescence was actually based on a true story of a young boy who murdered his girlfriend, and they were both, I think, 15. So it was
Wow.
based on that. But what's it? What's his called? Graham, the actor does a great job. Scouse guy.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. But I mean, very sad, wasn't it? It
Very.
was really
Yeah. So I
sad.
will watch Spit now.
Yes,
That'll
and
make me
you
feel
know
better.
what? We will be happy. We will be
Yeah,
happy.
that's
Yes.
well, I'll just read to you what you told me last time.
Oh,
And now it might be very different because of what happened to your shoulder. But you said to me it revolved around your computer and being nudged by your dog to take her for a walk.
yes, it wasn't her actually that
Ah,
I lost her, Bo,
oh, I'm
at
sorry.
15 and a half. Yeah, I know she lasted so well for a black Labrador to get to 15 and a half. But she was the
Yeah.
one that used to nudge my elbow. God rest her soul. And I've still got her ashes on my desk, actually.
Ah,
She
cool.
sits there with me all the time. And we still share that. She doesn't nudge me anymore. I nudge her. But yeah, it was my daughter's dog and
Oh.
my wife's dog and my daughter's other dog that took me out. Yeah. Bo would have been there. I think he would have, she would have kept them in line. But yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? Is one thing that little wet nose touching my elbow. Wow, you've really, oh, that's sent a shiver down my spine. That I'd forgotten all about that. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
that's
That was really
okay.
nice. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you. And thank you for
Wow.
your time. And I will
You're
let
welcome.
you get back to
Well, I'm still waiting to
ads.
change rooms, so hopefully they'll let me change rooms soon, and
Oh, I
I
hope
can be
so.
back.
Hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Good luck.
Don't
And
worry,
I
you
will
take care of
see you.
yourself.
You too. And I will see you in Melbourne.
All right. Well, if you get a chance to come and say hello, please do.
I will. I will. Thanks so much, Peter.
Bye,
Bye.
darling. Bye bye.
What's my sin?